All right, folks, good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is, but it's Thursday the 18th. We're going live. This is an impromptu live seller call. Pretty much just woke up and you know what? Haven't gone live in a while. So let's go live. I actually got a few leads from LeadZillow that came in overnight. And so I don't know if you guys have used LeadZillow before, but with LeadZillow, they have a marketplace and you can either buy the lead at that very moment or you can place a buy order. And so there are a few counties that I really like, place a buy order on that. It started at 150 and every hour it comes down by $5, and I was able to get those at about anywhere between $35 to $45 a pop. So let's go ahead and make those calls. But before I do that, I'll go ahead and call a PPC lead that came in, and he texted me about 2 hours ago. So let's give him a call. What is this guy's name? Josh. Love to see who's.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box.
Love to see who's watching, by the way. Drop your name, where you're from, how long you've been wholesaling. Drop it on the chat.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Morning, Juliana. How you doing? Dan, what's up, buddy? Terry. Carolyn, is it Carolyn or Caroline? Oh, and I got a contract last night from a fellow investor. And, you know, one thing that I've been doing lately, I mean, I've been doing it for quite some time now, but more in the recent days is really being fully transparent with the seller on the fact that I'm going to be wholesaling the deals, and kind of wish I had recorded those calls. I had 3 of them that were just, I thought they were just kick-ass calls with fellow investors, letting them know how I can help. And actually, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm on here this morning. It was just bugging me that I just haven't been able to show those calls live to you guys as we move towards full transparency in 2026. And I just thought, you know, hopefully I can get a few of those calls today in front of you guys and give you guys a different perspective and how to pitch it and how to just be fully transparent with folks that you're going to be wholesaling the deal. For the folks that are watching, I'd love to see, are you guys currently pitching that you're going to be wholesaling a deal? Are you pitching that are you the end buyer? Drop it on the chat, whether WS, wholesaler, or EB end buyer.
name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar calling about 103.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
That's right, Dan. Terry's part of my SAV 10 group, so he hears me all the time. We've been talking about it, practicing it, pitching it.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey, Steve, good morning. My name is Caesar, calling about your property on Church Hill Drive. Looks like you filled out a form on my site. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. I'm always looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call when you get this. You can reach me at this number. I'll send you a quick text as well, okay? Thank you. Morning, Steve. Yep. Well, to be perfectly honest, technically, we're not lying when we're saying that we're partnering up with local investors. I mean, I've said that for years now, right? And the reason being is because we're partnering with a local partner. And I have done deals before where I have a deal where there's no assignment fee, right? And if there's no assignment fee, then I'll partner in that deal and I get paid on the back end. And so as a flipper, as a landlord, they have two options. They can either buy me out of the deal now, which would be the assignment fee, or we can partner up and you can pay me later once it gets refinanced or once it gets sold, whatever it is. So technically, you're not lying by saying you're partnering up with a local investor. That being said, when I'm dealing with sorry, something caught my attention with investors, and now I'm transitioned not just with investors but with everyone. Is that, hey, look, here's a situation. I need this at 35 for me to be the end buyer, but I understand you need it at 43. So here's the situation. Let me explain to you how I can be an easy button to you. Let me get your thoughts. If you like it, then let me help you out. And if not, that's totally fine. And I just explained the whole situation to them. And by the time, like, yeah, let's do it. Travis Wells, actually got a awesome line from him. I know he was on live with Speed to Lead that one time on the arena. And he just straight up asked the guy, hey, do you care how the money gets to you as long as it gets to you? It's such a great question. Seller goes, nope, I don't care. Great. Let me wholesale this thing. In his case, he said novation, actually. It was a novation deal, but easily translate that.
Please leave your message for.
Ooh, that's not good. I called a Las Vegas one. I wasn't even looking.
Hello?
Yes, hello. May I speak with Lourdes?
Who's speaking?
Yes, Lourdes, good morning. My name is Caesar and calling about your property on Silver Course Loop. It looks like you might have filled out a form on my site. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm glad I called. How much are you looking to get for this?
Honestly, the house is in very good condition. I just want to sell because I want to board it.
something, I have another business and I want to put more money there. But the house, I just put a fence, big fence. It cost me $15,000. And inside, I have the tenants. You can keep the tenants because they are paid directly to my account. They pay $1,700 every morning. I have a contract for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to look at, you don't have, but they are very good payers. I have proof they put it directly in my account, the money every month. Then I have everything that clients are roofing is new about 4 years ago. A big AC conditioner I put about 2 years ago, and I just recently changed the hot water heater and cost me almost $2,000. But the house is very, very good. You don't have to do anything. Just invest and keep doing the rent income. No, the bank doesn't pay anything, And I want honestly 280.
280, huh?
Yeah. You have to see the house, and you have to see it. Live inside. I have a hardwood floor, and I put it, paint, everything. You have to see. If you like the house, you want to see, much better than somebody, because here in Florida, Ocala is near to my house. They do a new home for $320,000, $340,000. Very poor land. My land is almost half acre.
Yeah. No, I do see that the newer models are. Yep.
More land. They have each other. My house in the backside, very huge backside.
Mm-hmm.
You put a pool or something there. I have in the front side. I have a space too. If you send somebody see the house, you're gonna like it.
Gotcha. And I didn't hear you earlier, but sounds like you have a really good tenant, paying tenant there. What got you looking to sell again?
280,000.
No, I was asking what got you looking to sell? Why are you selling this?
Yeah. But it's nothing less than 300,000 a house like that in Ocala. It's very, very good investment because the area is very, urban area, but there's a lot of people moving from California, New York, and the tenants, they move from Tennessee, and they have a contract with me for 2 years, and you want to keep the contract for $1,700. That's a very good price.
Yeah. When is that? When does that end?
That's next, I think August, because I just renew because the residents. Then next August, then you keep.
But you said every 2 years. So August of what?
August the next year, 2026. Yeah, they finish the contract.
August of 2026. So that was from August 2024 to August 2026 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
you can, continue renting. The money they just put in the account. Easy to make money there.
Yeah. And is this do you have a pool there?
No, I tried to make a pool, but I just put a fence. Right now, I have to receive everything. I closed everything. Very nice fence for $15,000. I should return it because I want everything, clean and. I feel very nice at home. I invest because I like the house. It's very good area.
Yeah.
But my son is studying in another area. And I just bought it for him. That he's going to Rollins College. And Rollins College is very good college, but it's in Orlando. And he has to, he doesn't want the house in Ocala. That's why I keep for almost 6 years, 7 years. But I rebuild the home. I put it very nice. You have to see, send somebody and check, and you can call me back because work doesn't make any sense. If you send somebody to check, you see the tenants, you see the new hot water.
Oh yes, I will send someone there. I mean, I'm not gonna buy without sending someone there. I just need to have a conversation first. But let me ask you. You mentioned you're selling this because you need the money for the business. Is that what I heard you say earlier?
Yeah. I do another business, and I want to put it that money in business, yes.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And do you by the way, what kind of business do you have?
I have a contract for a construction company right now, and I do concrete.
Concrete?
I just started, yeah, concrete, yes. I just started with people who know for a long time, and they want to open in the business, and they have to buy a machine, they have to do it. Start with equipment. That equipment costs a lot of money for that
Yeah.
specific item, and yeah. Maybe by getting the money from the house, okay, I have to do a line, something like line, I don't know, in the bank they call me line, appointment line, something like that. I never do that. I take the money, they give me 80% of the house, the value of the house, but they take me like 1 or 2 or 3 months because they have to apply. So I expect if I sell it like that, so I try to do it my best I can do,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hopefully I can help you out. I mean, I want to put as much money as I can in your pocket. That being said, just like you, I'm a business owner, and I just need to make sure that, I can keep the lights on just like you too.
Yeah, the house is beautiful house, it's big house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, big living room. I have a chimney that I put in blocks because I like it to see, like I say, very clean, very fine. If you send somebody, you're gonna see the tenants. They have the house very clean. They have a garage. The door garage, I change it because when I go to the house, nothing is work. And I put it, you don't have to do anything there. That's why I say I have the people living there. When you buy a house like that, you don't have any risk, zero risk, because the people are paid already. You don't have to look for a tenant, everything. Just transfer the contract to you guys, and that's it. That's why the other company called me because I think I subscribe to 3 companies in the internet. The other people is going to see the house too. I don't know when, but they told me I have to tell the tenants 24 hours before. And, like if you like it, you can say I'm open to receive offers.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. Do you own this outright, or do you still owe any money on this?
No, I have nothing. I have a zero balance there. I don't.
You don't have any mortgage on this?
Everything clear. No. Everything clear.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Gotcha. All right. And then if we do something here, I mean, how quick do you want to move? What's your ideal solution? Ideal timeline?
Well, no, you might have some money I provide, receive. You can do it in 15 days, in 1 month, or as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Usually I do. Usually.
I don't want to, in that area, that area, they have there's no homeowner association, but just in that area, they continue to do that. They don't charge anything. But they have a pool, they have a library, they have a gym just for that area, just for those houses.
And let me ask you, Lourdes, I mean, how much do you need for your business?
That I am saying I almost need more than 200,000. That's why I tried to sell the house in 280. You can go and see the house and check how much you can get a day.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know. I say okay after yes. If not, we say no. But business, you give me the opportunity to sell. I want to hear your offer too.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, if you don't mind. How did you come up with that 280? How did you come up with that number?
Around the area, I saw the new houses, 5 minutes or 3 minutes next to my home. You see in the map. Behind that, they're selling the homes for $340,000, $330,000. They start for $330,000. Very small land, very small houses than mine. That's why I say, this house is gonna cost me, more money because market value is going up in Ocala. People from California, New York, coming right now, Pennsylvania. And Florida is always a good investment. Always, you put money here, the weather is good or near Disney. I'm driving to Disney right now.
Yeah.
And,
The only reason why I ask is because you're right. The three,
beach, everything.
Lourdes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. I was just saying, you're right. I do see the 320, but those are 2025 build. And yours is 1979. So it's hard for me to put a price tag on a 2025, on a 1979 house, or the same price tag for a 2025 house. You know what I mean? The two,
Yeah, but my material is very good material. The new home, under construction, they put it just
no,
black, mine is black.
I,
Something is very,
I understand. I mean, I have a 2015 BMW too, but if I sell it, even though it's in good condition, I can't charge 2025 BMW price on it. You know what I mean?
yes, I understand that, yeah.
Okay. So and by the way, just, the way I do my business, I look at your house and I look at other houses that are in the same build, the same year, practically same condition, same square foot size. I just try to make it as apples to apples. You know what I mean? And right now, yes, for the new builds, those are over 300, but the ones that are in the 1979 build, those are about 280 is the top end. Okay, so ever thought of maybe putting this up on a market and selling it through a realtor?
I'm sorry, what do you say? I can't understand that.
Oh, I was asking, have you ever thought of putting this up on a market with a realtor?
I tried to do, I think 2 years ago or something, but I take it out. Because I don't like it. There's a lot of fees to the real estate, it's $20,000. I think, I said like, I myself, I own now. That's why I try to do it.
Yeah, I think maybe that's the best.
Time to do that.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, if you have the time to do that, I think that would be the best way, because that's someone, I mean, you're asking for retail price, and as an investor, if I buy it at retail price, and there's no room for me to make any profit, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to hit a home run, but I can't buy it at retail price either. Just like you can't buy your concrete at retail price, you know what I mean? You have to buy it at a wholesale price so that you can have some margins when you use that concrete. You know what I mean? The same thing for real estate. Right now, the way I'm seeing it, for 1979, for about the same condition as what you're saying, it's running about 250, 280s. Like I said, 280 is the top end. I mean, do you have any wiggle room on that? And that's what I was asking, how much do you need for the business? Because I want to help you out for your business. And if I can help you out, I'm just asking you to help me out so that I have a little bit of margin on my end,
Yeah, but send somebody to see the house, and you can tell me.
Yeah, it's just,
Waiting for another one.
yeah. So Lourdes, just to let you know, as far as my process goes, usually I don't move and I don't send anyone out there until I have an agreement with someone. And the only reason being is because if I send someone out there, it costs me money and time. And then if I go send someone out there and then you and I discuss price and then you go, hey, sorry, man, I already signed another contract. Well, then I just wasted time and money for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to waste your time and my time too. I think I have to speak with the tenant with 24 hours, or they can, show the house to you wherever you want to see the home. Then that's why I say that's my price and how much you offer, and we can speak and you can send me the offer. That doesn't matter for me. If they business to business, I do a contract every day for concrete driveway. And I said, my parents estimate, and they take it into another one.
Yeah. Well, how much? That's what I was asking earlier. How much do you absolutely need for your business? Because if I can make that happen.
That's the amount I need. I need a lot of money, more than that, but I have in my one account the rest I need, and I have to complete with the money of the house. If not, I have to do a line credit. That's the word line credit is for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Paying the line credit with the money for the rent.
yeah, I mean, there's no way I can pay the 280, just to let you know right now, because it's market price. So if you have a price point that you absolutely need to have for your business,
Give me your offer. Just give me your offer. I want to hear how much you offer. Nothing happens if I say yes or no.
yeah,
I want to hear your numbers too.
I mean, right now, if I were to make any offer on here, I would probably be like,
Okay.
I'd probably be in the high 100s.
How much is that?
I would probably be in the high 100s on this.
100,000?
Not 100, high. So like we're probably be like in the 170s, 180s.
Okay, yeah, quite low for me. Sorry for that. Yeah, we can put a little bit more. We can see
What's a little bit more?
230, 250, or something like that. I would lose a lot of money, and it's a lot of, I can pay a lot of money I put in that home, but
If
less I can do is 250.
if I buy at 250, I'm negative 20,000. If I buy it at 230, I'm breaking even. So if I come up closer to your number to help you out with your business, I would need this to be like 190 to be top end. And I can close quick on this.
Okay, let me think about it. Okay, let me think about it. But there's no other budget I needed. You can put a little bit more. You can go send somebody, and we can speak. Okay, I have your number. I have you.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, Lourdes, I don't send anyone unless I have a contract with someone. So
Okay.
so I mean that I'll give you my number. You think about it. But just to let you know too, if you don't mind, I'll explain the process to you. If you decide to move forward with me, how I work is this: I send over a two-page agreement, 2 pages, just saying we're looking to purchase a property at 190, and then once, let's say you and I sign, then that's when I open title, make sure title is clean, and then that's when I send my guys out there to take a look at the property, see how everything is, make sure the condition is still good, right? And then also just to let you know, whenever I do buy properties outside of my market, I do partner with local investors because I always want to make sure I have a set of eyes on my projects at all times. Okay. So usually right now, because it's the holidays, usually I can close as soon as title clears, but title companies are very busy right now. So if we were to do something, I would say I would close on this on the 15th or sooner. So I could probably close on this like the first week of January. Straight cash. I pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees. I buy the property as is. I'll take it with a tenant. And that 190, I should be good on that number. If, all the conditions are good, if everything you say checks out, we should be good. If we walk in there and half the roof is gone, then obviously I got to come back, right? But if it's minor things here, if it's if it's minor things here and there, I don't care about. But if it's something major, then obviously I'll come back to you and let you know what we found, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I know the houses. I know because I reveal everything. You can count out. For some they see for summer here is very high.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had the wall. I just put it in. Had the water heater, the roof is new, and you don't find anything like people living there. I have a contract. I don't know why you put the people, but I want to keep it over. So I don't know the contract because I have a contract with them. I can. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I'll most likely keep the tenant and keep it as a rental, but
yes.
Yeah, but
How you
sometimes,
say, I'm sorry, I can't hear about that. Can you, how you say?
no, I said most likely I will keep the tenant just because they're paying well. But sometimes, sometimes my partner might want to flip it. But based on what you're saying, it looks like we're probably going to keep it as a rental more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, we just
Yeah,
don't
you
know
can put
until we
another,
get everything.
I'll put a little bit more. Yeah, I'll put a little bit more, another company also 200,000 in the state. And you put a little bit more than 200, you can keep the tenants, everything.
Yeah,
You can do business before Christmas.
yeah, but if I put a little bit more, then even if I put a little bit more, then I need to charge your tenant 2,500. I mean, it's just math for me. So, I mean, 1,700 is good, and that's why I need it at 190. It's just as simple as that.
I'll let you know, okay? I'll let you know, I call you the afternoon, I have to make my
Yeah,
number, but
yeah. No harm, no harm, no foul, no pressure on my end, Lourdes. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Fat fingers. Let's see what she says. Well, Rodolfo, I don't know about nice. That was about a 20-minute call. That being said, it was my first call, so okay. The reason why I went for the 190 there, guys, is because looking at investor base, it's about 195 to 200,000 for landlords, 128 for flippers. So that's why I went for the 190. Let's see. One thing I do want to mention for you guys that are watching, though, is especially if you're new, and I know I've had this for when I was new, where you just have this pit in your stomach where you're like, oh, she's asking for 280 and now I have to go for 190. And you're like, oh, I don't know how I can do that. It sounds so low. At the end of the day, guys, their job is to give you the ceiling. Your job is to give them the floor. So as you can see, she started at 280. Right off the bat, she dropped down to 230 to 250. And then she even went to 200. You know what I mean? So just know that, guys. A lot of times they're starting with a higher number. So you're not really splitting between 280 and 190, right? Or in this case, it would have been 170, 180. You're actually only splitting between 180 to 230, right? Which is 180 to 230, 180 to 280. So just wanted to mention that. And let me give this lady a call tomorrow or later this afternoon. 650, 850. I'll do with
Voicemail. The person. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Judy, good morning. Caesar here, calling about your property out in Texas. Looks like you filled out a form on my site. If you're still looking to sell, I'm always looking to buy out there. Give me a call when you get this. I'll go ahead and send you a quick text as well, okay? Thank you. What is out in Macon? Heck yeah, let's go, baby.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice. Hello?
Yes, hello, is this Adesha?
This is her.
Hey Adesha, good morning. My name is Caesar, just calling about your property on Greenleaf out in Macon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you filled out a form on my site. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. Is that still the case? Oh, wonderful. I'm glad I called. How much are you looking to get for this?
Not really sure. I'm just doing it to get investors to come out and see what their best offer I can get out of a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Just trying to get some investors out to see what's the best offer I can get.
Got it, got it. Okay, yeah, I completely understand. I mean, I always say I'm not in an offer making business, I'm in a house buying business. I mean, if we can agree on a price, I can move very quick. That being said, I don't usually waste time or gas unless at least we know we're in the same neighborhood. You know what I mean? And that's just me being respectful, so I don't waste your time. You know, and I hope you can appreciate that. So, I'm sorry.
Well, if I can, I haven't, like again, I haven't sat down and I'm really new to this, so I'm really just learning as I go. So, but I really can't tell what price we're looking at.
You own this property, right? Or do you own this property, or?
No, this is my mother's property, and she has dementia, so I have power of attorney over her.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I come in it. But I don't know if it's a good number where you call me from. If you want me, I can call. Negotiated price, good price. I'm not, but again, I'm not sure. I'm new. I'm sorry, I'm new to this, so I'm just learning as I go.
Yeah, I completely understand. And you know what? Whether we do business or not, hopefully I can be a resource to you. I always say I'm a human being first versus an investor. there's always a lot of houses out in Macon, Bacon, Georgia that I can buy. But if I can help someone out, for me, that's a plus more than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do appreciate it. But I just, for the last 2 years, I just been bored with all this stuff and dealing with my mama. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't want to make everybody think I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm trying to learn as I go.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, if you have a few more minutes, I'd love to just kind of get a better idea, and like I said, hey man, I'll lay all my cards out on the table. I'll tell you exactly how an investor would be looking at a property, at any property, so in that way you can learn. And then, and if you like doing business with me, then let's do business. If not, no harm, no foul, no pressure on my end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be great. This regular meeting,
I'm sorry.
Can we set up like I'm getting ready to go into a meeting. Can we do this like at a later time today?
Oh, absolutely. What's a good time for me to call you back?
Around 2:30.
After
2:30.
Around 2:30. And by the way, did I pronounce your name correctly? I hope I didn't murder it. What was that?
On my end, you can't murder my name. Yeah, it's a doctor, but can't nobody murder my name. As long as you get up, if you attempt to pronounce it right, I'm good with whatever.
I like it. All right, Adaja, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'll give you a call around 2:30 your time, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, so 2:30, that would be 11:30. Gotta make sure I call that person. When did you text this? 6:54. All right, folks. So I have the PPC that I tried calling earlier. He just texted me. He'll be calling me in 20 minutes. So I like to keep my line open. So when he calls, he and I have been trying to get a hold of each other for the last couple of days. So I definitely want to get in front of this guy. PPCs are like the best type of leads. So, excuse me, that being said, since I have 20 minutes of free time here, let's talk. Ask me any questions you guys have. If you guys have any blockers that you're dealing with, drop it on the chat, and let's see if I can help you guys out. And not only that, by the way, for some of you folks, and I know some of you folks that are watching are well experienced in the game, you've been doing this for quite some time. I'm always looking, as you can see on the screen here, always looking to grow together and inspire each other. So please, if you guys hear me say something, you're like, Caesar, you're a little bit off there. What's going on with you? Or, hey, why did you ask that question at that very moment? That doesn't make any sense. Drop it on the chat. I'm here. I'm open-minded. I'm open ears. I want to grow with you guys. Drop some feedback. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see. Dan. All right. What is your question, Dan? How do you know whether or not to pitch creative innovation? Sometimes it just seems like I'm wasting my time when I pitch it. Okay. That is a heavy loaded question. So a couple of things. If you're new, all right, so how do you know? Let me read that again. How do you know whether or not to pitch creative innovation? Sometimes you mentioned that it seems you're wasting your time when you're pitching it. Okay, so a couple of things. I'm going to answer it this way. If you're new, right, and Dan, not just you, but anyone that's watching, if you're new to the game and you haven't really had any deals locked up or you haven't had any deals closed and funded, I would do my absolute best to stay away from creative financing, innovation, pretty much stay away from anything outside of cash. Okay. And here's the reason why. The most important skill set that we can get from wholesaling, okay, from wholesaling houses is what? Is our ability to find an underpriced asset and flip it into a profit. It's as simple as that. Okay. So if we learn how to find an underpriced asset and negotiate it so that you can flip it into a profit, whether you're wholesaling houses or anything else in this world, okay, you're going to do great because you can transfer that skill set to anything else. The problem with innovation and the creative financing is this. When you're new, you hear a lot of gurus, maybe even people that are not gurus like myself, not a guru yet, but working there. People would always say like, hey, if you can't come down to my price, I can meet you at your price, but I need favorable terms. I can do creative financing. Or since you can't come down on my price, why don't we do this? I'll put it on the market. Let's do innovation on this. And so what ends up happening is that those tools, which are great tools, right, and it ends up being a crutch for a lot of new people. And I know this for a fact because I was that guy. I did that in the very beginning. I was like, oh man, creative financing, let's go sub 2, let's go pace. And I just wasn't closing any deals. And why? I actually did. I closed 2, but it didn't hit the finish line because it didn't make sense. The numbers did not make sense. At the end of the day, the numbers still got to make sense. And so getting that cash deal, that is the basic foundation of this industry, of any industry really, right? Finding an underpriced asset to flip it into a profit. Learn how to do that first. Now, if you feel like there's a creative financing opportunity or innovation opportunity, you can leave the door open by letting the seller know like, hey, look, I'm not your best solution here because for a cash deal, I would do this. There may be potential solutions. Not 100% sure yet. Got to run some numbers. Let me call some of my guys who are more into that realm, right? And then let me get back to you. So in that way, you can go ahead and leave that door open, and then go reach out to someone that's more experienced and see if it would make sense. That's how I would go about it. So that way you can just focus on getting cash deals, get good at it. And once you get good at it, once you understand how numbers work, where end buyers buy, then that's when you can start graduating towards innovations and creative financing. Okay? Because one thing I'll tell you, people think, especially when they're new, innovation, oh, I need to be at 100. Seller needs to be at 190. This would work as innovation because the seller won't come down lower than 190. Absolutely not. If your cash offer is 100, your innovation offer is probably 120, 125. It ain't that much more of a difference between an innovation offer and a cash offer. Okay. The other thing too is when it comes to creative financing, it's got a cash flow. And I don't care what anyone says. And there's not too many people that have deep pockets like Pace that will buy a property based on to offset their taxes or whatever it is. Most people will buy creative deals because it cash flows. They need it to cash flow. So for the folks that are watching here, I want to see, in order for your creative deal to cash flow, what is the one thing that you need to look at? I want to see if you guys know the ratio, because this is something that took me a while to figure out because their calculator is always so confusing. But I've dumbed it down into the simplest form, and I'm actually looking to put together my own calculator that will have all cash, novation, wholesale, creative financing, but in the simplest form where you don't even have to think about it. So for the folks that are still watching, drop it on the chat. If you're thinking of potential creative financing, what is the one piece of information that you need to look at to even consider if it would be a good creative deal? Let's drop it all in the chat and let's see. I'm just tagging all my leads right now. Corey, how can I join your group? How can you join my group? First question, are you part of TU? And two, how did you hear about my group? That's awesome, man. Appreciate that. If you're part of TU, I do have a group called SAV10. It's just a little group that I created really just to help someone out get their first deal across the finish line. Right now, I'm doing it within the TU community. I will somehow bring it outside of TU. Right now, I just don't know exactly how to do that yet. So for the folks outside of TU, I'll figure something out probably in 2026. Corey, if you're in TU, brother, have you been on Discord? You got to show up there. I don't know if I've seen you, but go find me on Discord. Make some calls in front of me. See what you can do. And then yeah, I've got 4 seats open right now, and I'm looking for people who can find me on Discord. Corey, I don't know if you're new or not, but think within TU they've been coined. It's been coined wishbone versus backbone is what I always say. I could care less about your skill set, your skill level. Everyone starts somewhere, right? So it can be coached. Anyone can be coached, but it's whether you have the backbone to really do what needs to be done, or you have the wishbone to want the things that you want, but not able to do the necessary things to get it done. So the reason I'm saying that is, I don't want you to think like, hey, like I'm so new, my skill set. No. My group is for anyone and everyone. Really mainly for the ones that are actually pretty new, because my main goal is to get someone their first deal closed and funded. But I'm really looking for people that have the backbone. So if that's you, come look for me on Discord. Let's make some calls. Let's make things happen. All right. What is this? Oh, we just got another lead Zello coming in. Let's go, baby. Kind of loaded up on lead Zello last night, and they're all just trickling in right now. All right, let me call this guy and see. All right, I usually don't do this, but since he's going to be calling me, let's put his information up on the screen. Oh, baby, baby. Perfect. I've already got the comp done. Oh, that was 2011. Okay, maybe I don't, because that's a different house. So, oh man, this is a tough one. Oh no, this is a brick house. Okay. By the way, guys, as we end 2025 and get into 2026, what are some of the things that you guys would want to see me, or what type of content would you guys want to see from me? You know, in other words, how can I help you and how can I add value to your business? Ooh, this guy's had this on the market for quite some time. Since July. Yep. This thing actually looks good. Holy moly. Why is it not selling? It's on the market. Why is it not selling? It's a 4-2. Let me see if J Dub's back home now. Let's see. Hey Dan, yeah, I do buy leads from Property Leads, but last night I decided to utilize some of my Black Friday deal from Leadzillo. You know how you buy 500 and you get 500 as well. So that's what I did. If this guy doesn't call me back in the next 2 minutes, I am gonna. Oh, there it is. Good morning, this is Caesar.
Morning, Peter. This is Josh.
Hey, Josh, how you doing, man? You're a hard man to find.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, so looks like you're still looking to sell this property, huh?
Yes, sir.
Great. How much are you looking to get for it?
Yeah, I'm thinking the asking price we have like $235.
235. Yeah, is this on the market? It is, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So you're looking on the market right now, it says 230 actually.
Okay, yeah, 230.
Yeah, no worries. I'm assuming the pictures on here represent its current conditions.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
We've had appraisals done and stuff like that too. They came and looked at the roof and some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty nice. I mean, what got you looking to sell?
Oh, my wife passed away.
Oh,
We
man.
moved here and we bought that house and she loved it and we weren't in it a year. And she got cancer and passed away. So,
Oh, geez, man. I'm so sorry to hear that.
no.
Was this recent?
Yes, sir. About 6 months ago. About 6 months ago. And
Yeah.
a week later, my little brother passed away of cancer.
Oh, man. No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had a property down in Toledo Bend Lake. We had cafe, marina, and all that. We sold all of our stuff, come up here, and then we put what we had left in on that house. After she got sick, and my daughter ended up moving back to the Infield, so
yeah.
I just put them. Yeah, it's too much for me. I can't handle it.
Man.
I don't know if there are pictures on there of the shop, but there's a shop in back. I don't know if she updated those pictures online,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a big garage shop in the back. It needs work. That's the only thing that needs work. As far as the house and all those pictures, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, first and foremost, man, I just want to say so sorry for your loss, brother. And I do mean that because in 2023, I lost my dad and I lost my younger brother 4 months apart from each other. So my 2023 sounds like your 2025. And I know how it is, man. And I've never lost a spouse before. So that I can only imagine. But, you know, losing two people in your family in 1 year, I know how it feels. So whether we do business or not, man, I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And also I do have someone very close to me that's 3-time breast cancer survivor, and she's kicking butt, but that fear is always there. You just never know,
Yeah, that's awesome. She's doing good.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the, just to let you know, Josh, I'm an investor, so I'm looking to buy properties to make a little bit of change. I'm not here to make I'm not trying to hit a home run, but I got to keep the lights on. And so one thing I do notice is, looks like you've had this on the market for 70 plus days. What type of feedback have you gotten from people that walk the property?
Everybody who's walked it loved it, and we've had one lady something happened with her bank. I'm not sure what happened with her, but she ended up. We waited for her for a couple of weeks. She ended up backing out on it. And then we had another people that were in contract, and they ended up backing out. So,
jeez.
But I don't know why they backed out on it. Oh, they wanted. So my mom's been handling all this for me, all the billing on that house. But I'm pretty sure she was saying that they wanted me to pay. It was a ridiculous closing cost. I don't. Do you remember what that closing cost was? $15,000 or something.
Really?
Hey, their closing cost and other stuff. I was like, I'm just trying to get what me and my wife put in on that back out, and that's all.
Yeah. How much did you guys? Do you still owe any money on this, or?
Oh yeah, we owe quite a bit on it, but we put $50,000 down. We had the septic lines done and the septic tank repaired, and we had a bunch of stuff done. The flooring put in, we put quite a bit of flooring in. I mean,
so
we put quite a bit of money into it.
And how much do you guys currently owe right now?
I'm not. 170, 180, something like that, maybe. I'm not really sure. I have to get a hold of my mom to find out. I didn't handle any of this when my wife was alive. She took care of all that stuff, and I don't even know what to do. I don't even know which way to go at this point.
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, how much is your current mortgage right now?
Yeah, it's a little over 2,000.
Your guys' mortgage is a little over 2,000?
Something like that. Got taxes and insurance and stuff. And what's his name? It was 1,400 when we first moved in, and then for some reason it went up to $2,000. Yeah.
Gotcha. And do you?
I don't know what exactly my wife handled all that. Like I said, I don't know how she willed and dealed or what she was going, but I don't know. Nothing bad.
Yeah. I mean, brother, if someone's making an offer and all you have to do is pay $15,000 to close it, if I were you, I would probably take that. And this is just me being fully transparent with you, okay? Because
they were also wanting more stuff. They wanted me to redo all the electrical wiring in the house and a bunch of others. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, and so here's the thing, man. As an investor, I'll buy the property as is. That being said, I'll pay it at as is condition. You know what I mean? And right now, what you have on the market at 230, I'm looking at other houses in the same year built and so forth. You're actually about $15,000 over market price. Things in that area are selling in be anywhere between 200 to 220. $230,000 house. It looks like it's newly rehabbed 2025, kitchen, countertop, bathroom, and all of that. I'm sorry.
I've had 2 appraisals done on it.
Yeah, I know. And
different ways.
but the only problem is that with those appraisals, they appraise it in certain ways where at the end of the day, they're not the one that's writing the check. You know what I mean? So the appraisals are really just good for like, if I want to take out a loan, like now the bank knows how much to give me. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the properties in the area. I can if I buy this off of you, and by the way, I'm just letting you know this, whether I buy this from you or someone else, just to help you out so you can understand. Um, right now, in order to sell that house at 230, I do need to fix a few things here and there, just based on the pictures that I see online right now, right? In order for me to sell this at 230, and this is maybe the reason why it's not moving, I would change a little bit of the kitchen, and I would also update the bathroom. The rest of the stuff looks okay, but like you said, if electrical wiring that needs to be done, just based on square footage.
Oh, that electrical wiring don't need to be done. I just wanted me to do it.
Why did they want you to do it?
I have no idea why. That was just something they threw out there.
Yeah.
But we had the home inspected twice, and we had it appraised twice. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the wiring.
Yeah.
It is outdated, but there's no. The guy said there's no call to have it redone. It'll be good for that.
Yeah.
You know, if you have to have work done, then it needs to be updated or whatever.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, okay?
All right.
Give me 1 sec. I'm reaching out to my main guy out in Amarillo, just trying to figure out. Well, let me ask you, man. If I can help you out here, bottom line, like, what's the ideal solution for you? I know you've had this on the market for 70 days now. I mean, do you guys want to continue to hold on to it and until someone pays at that price point, or is this something where you want to just rather get rid of as quickly as possible and put some money in your pocket?
I mean, I have to make it at least a certain amount. We went down to Hinton, spent 20 years of my life down there, and I just came up here and stopped everything I had left when we get in that house.
Yeah.
With all of, now I didn't put 200, but in order to get back what I put into it, that's what I have to get at least that.
And how much is that?
I mean, 200. It was 200 at least. Yeah. Get back what I put down my down payment. 230. Yeah.
Yeah.
230, I'd be getting at least my down payment back. I wouldn't even get all the money I put into it.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, man, and it's a tough situation, and just to let you know, as an investor myself, I mean, I do my best to try to win all the time, but there are times when I lose money too, and the sad thing is, I don't set the price, you don't set the price, the market sets the price, and sometimes we just gotta bite the bullet. Maybe it might make sense for you to rent this out for now, so that way your mortgage are taken care of, and then maybe sell it later when the market is much better.
Thinking about something like that, or B&B, Airbnb stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of growth coming here. They've got to build all this stuff out here, Cancellations and other places. Beef packing plant, I think, is to open. IBP or Tyson did shut down shift, I'm pretty sure, but that other place to pick up the slack, and we get a lot of jobs in these places. I guess that'll be good for Airbnb, I think.
Yeah. Let me just look at something real fast. All right. Let me just see if I can do one last thing for you, and if I can't, I'll just let you know. Just give me 1 sec. Just bear with me. Hmm. And you guys have no idea how much you guys owe, huh?
177, something like that. I mean, I could find out the exact number, but it's something like that, 177, somewhere in there. Pretty close. I don't know the exact. Like my mother, she's been talking to the real estate lady and the guy buying it from and all that. I've just been.
How much? What's your? Do you remember what your interest rate is for this?
I have no idea. I'd have to talk to my mom.
Yeah, if you can let me know, just to let you know, man, just for full transparency here, for a straight up cash deal, any investor that would buy this off of you, for a straight cash deal for speed and convenience, I mean, you would be upside down on this, if you actually owe 177, because the most that we can sell this for after we fix the kitchen and the bathroom and all that stuff is 230. I think your 230 price point that you have it on is for rehab, fully rehab properties. And so any offer that I would make, I wouldn't even feel good about it because it would be in the low 100s, right? Like I don't want to do that to you because then you're going to be upside down. I think if you take a look at how much you actually owe, see if you have any arrears, what your interest rate is, and what your monthly mortgage is. Maybe I might be able to do something creative. But on a straight cash deal, it just wouldn't make sense for an investor. I mean, you would have to find someone that would actually buy this and live there and pay that, pay close to that $200,000 mark. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
I could get some information and maybe send it to you or something.
Yeah, if you can send some information over to me. I mean, I don't need to know any of your personal private stuff, so you can just block that out. But I do need to see the actual numbers, like what is your total balance, how much you paying per month, what's your interest rate. Because if we can do something and get this thing out of your hands and put a little bit of cash in your pocket, then maybe I can help you out that way. But that's the only way that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, man. All right. Have a good one. Oh, man, I wanted to help that guy out, but there's nothing there. No deal here unless sub 2. Send me these later. I'm gonna send this to my friend J Dub. Let him know. All right, I got 2 more people we can call. Let's go, guys. William, Power Friday. Wait, today's not Friday, is it? Today's only Thursday. Oh, are you saying is that what you want, Power Friday? Let's let's see, who was I supposed to call? Samantha. Let's go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Sam?
Yes, this is.
Sam, good morning. This is Caesar. We were texting each other a little bit earlier ago about your property.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So it looks like you're still looking to sell this property on 8th Northwest 8th Place.
Possibly, yes.
Got it. Got it. How much are you looking to get for this?
I'm not really sure. I was just trying to find out what my offers would start looking like. Because we're looking to sell in about 6 or 7 months.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what got you guys looking to sell 6 to 7 months from now? You guys moving or?
My husband, my husband took a job in another part of the state, so.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, Sam, it's kind of tough because 6 to 7 months from now, market can change. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Any number,
Yeah.
any number I throw you today can easily change 6 to 7 months from now. Not to mention,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the condition of the property would be 6 to 7 months from today as well. Usually what I do is, so a couple of things. One, I can close pretty quick. Two, I can also work with someone's timeline. But usually I would do it for like a 60-day close, because then I'm making my decision based on the data that I have in front of me, right? On what the market is doing. Because at the end of the day, I don't set the price. Unfortunately, you guys don't set the price. It's the market that sets the price. You know what I mean? I mean, you did fill out a form on my site, so you understand I'm an investor. And so at the end of the day, I have to buy it at a discount, right? I can't pay retail price on it, because if I do, then I have no no meat on the bone there. So I mean, do you guys have a number in mind that you guys need to move to a different state?
Yeah, so we were looking to make a profit on it, obviously. So we were hoping for 350.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are moving 6 months from now, I mean, why not put it on the market with a realtor starting January?
Well, he's leaving in a couple of weeks, and I was gonna stay back until I had a baby, and then I was going to move there.
Oh, so you're having a baby pretty soon, or?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you.
First one or?
Second. So we were just trying to figure out what would be the best move, to sell right away or to sell after the baby. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you don't mind, let me ask you just a few questions, and then I'll see if I can be of help. And if not, I'll let you know. I'm very transparent with folks. I'm not one of those guys that try to make people sell their house to me. At the end of the day, if I'm your best solution, I'll tell you. If I'm not, I'll tell you as well, because there are situations where I am the best solutions, and there are situations where a realtor would be a best solution for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, you guys are hoping to get what, 350? You said, right?
Yeah.
And in an ideal world, in a perfect world, what's the perfect solution for you guys?
We don't know. We're still in discussions about it. So we're trying to figure out, if we can't sell right away, we have to wait, how we're going to support 2 places, and then would like to be together, obviously. So we don't know what the solution is. We're still talking about it.
Got it. Okay. Now, do you guys currently owe any money on this, or do you own it outright?
We owe on it, I think it's about $260 we owe left.
You owe about $260 on this?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so if someone buys this off of you, whether it's me or someone else, whoever it is, I mean, after paying that $260 off, how much do you guys need in your pocket to move to? By the way, where's your husband moving to? I mean, what state is it?
If he's staying in the state, it's just all the way across the state.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. What part of Florida?
Up near Tallahassee.
Okay. So I mean, how much do you guys need, in your pockets, walk away to get another place? And are you guys buying another place? Are you guys gonna rent out? What's the situation there?
We're gonna rent it first until we can get settled there, and then we're gonna start looking to buy. So.
Got it. Okay. So, couple of things. One, right now you have a neighbor on 1329 Northwest 9th that sold in July, and that sold for 300,000. You have another one on Northwest 9th Terrace. The first one that I said was Avenue. The one on Terrace also sold for $299,999 for a 4-bedroom,
Okay.
2-bathroom. So everything in your market right now at this very moment is selling for $300,000.
Oh, okay. That's a lot
So
lower than I expected.
yeah, so right now, if you guys were to sell this on the market, it'd probably be 300. By the time you pay the realtor, you're almost walking away with just a few $1,000. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just curious, as far as your mortgage is, if you don't mind me asking, how much are you guys paying per month, and what's the interest rate on that?
The interest rate's like 2%.
Yeah, you got it on the good time, huh? You probably got it in 2020,
Yeah, I know,
2021.
that's why it's hard to let it go. Yeah.
Woo! Okay. And how much are you guys, what's your total PITI, like your mortgage plus taxes and insurance?
About 16.
16. And if I were to keep this as a rental, how much do you think I can rent this place out for?
A rental, probably for the area, at least 2,000, 2,500.
20 between 2,000 and 2,500.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how.
We do have a heated pool, and like all the appliances are new. We just replaced.
Mhm.
And then we got a new roof. We got a new water heater. So the shed we put in the backyard has electric and internet to it as well. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, there might be a potential solution for you, and I'll lay it out. This solution, it usually is not my first go-to, but in certain cases, it can be the right solution. Because like I said, right now, based on what the market is doing in your neighborhood, you can only sell that for like in the low 300s. Okay. And so by the time you pay the commissions, realtor fees, and everything, there's one that just sold actually. Hold on for a second. There's one that sold on Nelson Road. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's right behind.
Yep. This one is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Okay. Sold for 365.
365.
That's and it's built in 2025.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So, and I think yours is what, 3.2?
It's a 3.2 with a den.
Yeah. So if you look at it, right, a 4.3 brand new 365 versus a 3.2, that's why I'm saying it would sell like in the low 300s. 300,000 is, I mean, your next door neighbor sold for $300,000. So you live in a $300,000 block at this very moment. And so if you sell this on the market after paying closing costs, realtor fees, you're probably walking away with about 270, 280, right? It's just a little bit of cash in your pocket. So that's one option for you. The other option is to wait and see if the market does well, next year. That being said, you're going to be paying mortgage plus whatever rent that you guys are going to be paying in Tallahassee, right? So
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of money out of your guys' pocket, especially with a brand new baby. By the way, when are you due, if you don't mind me asking?
In May.
Oh, in May. Okay, so you got a little bit of time. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it can be pretty tough when you're paying two different payments and you have a baby coming in, right? So the other potential solution is to buy it subject to the existing loan. Have you heard of that by any chance?
No, I never heard of that.
Okay, so I'll explain it to you. And by the way, I'm not asking you to make any decision today. I'm just kind of giving you a high level so that you can look it over, go online, do some research and see if something that you guys would be interested in. If you are, then we can have further conversation. But let me just give you kind of like a 20,000 feet overview on what subject to is. Okay, and so when someone buys property subject to the existing loan, what that means is exactly what it sounds like. We're buying it subject to the existing loan. So Sam, you've got great, interest rate there at 2%. So pretty much whoever the end buyer would be, whether it's me or someone else, that end buyer would simply take over your monthly mortgage in order to keep that monthly payment and to keep that interest. Okay. And so what that end buyer will do will simply say, okay, let's say you sell this at 300, you owe 270. Let me give you and your family $30,000 cash in your pocket right now that can help you kickstart the new place, right? And then that 30,000 goes straight into your pocket, so you guys can find a place, rent out. You're good to go for May. And then in the meantime, the end buyer will be making your monthly mortgage for you.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, the loan does stay in your name, right? So a couple of questions there is like, well, what happens if they default on my payment, right?
Yeah.
And that's a very valid concern. So here's a couple of things. One, they won't. I don't want to say they won't, but most likely they won't default on it because they just wrote you a check for $30,000. $30,000 is still a good chunk of money. You know what I mean? Now, if they do default on your payment, that's actually a plus for you, because if they default on your payment, guess what? You still own the house. So that means if they default, let's say, they get abducted by the aliens, they miss a payment, you can actually take the house back from them, and you already have $30,000. They've done some fixing in there to get it rent ready, and now you can go ahead and resell it. You can go ahead and sell it again, and it looks nicer, right? And the whole time, you and your husband, you guys are only making one payment, which is your rent at your new place.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I mean? Now, the only way an end buyer will buy this subject to the existing loan is, one, because of that 2%, but also two, if they can cash flow, meaning if they can actually rent this out for $2,500 and your monthly payment is $1,600, it's a tight squeeze, but someone would probably be willing to take on that risk because of that 2%, right? And by the way, as soon as they refinance the property, once they've refinanced it, your loan gets paid first, right? So it's not like you're going to be tied with this end buyer for 30 years. It's just as soon as they refinance, that loan gets taken care of.
Yeah, but wouldn't that tie up what we would qualify for the next property because we already have a loan out?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that's why I asked earlier, are you buying a house or renting? If you guys are renting, that's no problem. If you guys don't, let's say you buy 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, that should be okay. Worst case scenario, if the bank goes, hey, you have two different loans, all it is, you just have to show that, hey, this is actually more of like a rent to own kind of deal. And so exactly. So that monthly payment, which is the monthly mortgage, you're not paying that, right? Because you're showing that, hey, I'm not making that mortgage. Someone else is making that mortgage payment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, at least I know my options now. I would have to discuss them with my husband and see what we feel like doing. So I appreciate your time and letting me know like what my options would be.
Yeah,
Up to you.
absolutely. And like I said, the other option that you have is wait until May. But here's the thing: if the market does well, then obviously that's a great decision for you, right? But if the market
Yeah.
goes the other way around, then
Yeah, I
now you're gonna be like, oh shit, what happened? And now you guys have been paying rent and mortgage for the last 5 months, and now you're about to give birth, and then you're like, you probably don't want to have all of that on your plate when you're about to give birth. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Like, what's less stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, so if you go online and you just type in subject to the existing loan, or in short, it's called sub 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So SUBTO. Even if you go on YouTube videos, on YouTube, just type in sub 2 and start learning how that works. If you guys are interested in entertaining that, what I will do is I will refer you to, I use 2 guys who are experts in sub 2. And so, I always want to make sure that you would be taken care of. And you just let me know, and I'm more than happy to refer you to them.
Yeah, I kind of know what that is now that you said it, because we have a VA loan, and that kind of works the same way. So we can go buy someone else's VA loan as long as we have the cash to make up the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what you're saying now, but it was just called something different.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Caesar.
Absolutely. And if you don't mind, maybe after you talk to your husband, maybe give me a call, whether it's this weekend or next week, and kind of just let me know. So that way I know whether to refer you guys or not. And then if anything, maybe I'll touch base with you towards the end of the week or middle of next week.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, I can discuss it with him and let you know.
Perfect. Yeah. And add me to your contact for now. Feel free to use me as a resource as you guys go through this journey of yours. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So that's a potential sub 2 deal. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask her.
Hello?
Hey, Sam, I forgot to ask you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. While you're talking to your husband about it, while you guys are thinking about it, would you be open to maybe sending a screenshot? And by the way, you can block out all your personal information. I don't need any of that. But just your most recent mortgage statement, just to show how much you actually owe, what your interest rate is, and what your PITI is. And the only reason why I'm asking is because while you guys are talking about or thinking about it, I can have my guys look at the numbers to see if it would even make sense for us. So in that way, if you guys do decide, hey, yeah, let's entertain it, then we actually know whether it would be a deal for us as well.
Yeah, let us discuss it first, and then if it's something we want to move forward with, I'll go ahead and send you that information.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do, like I said, please block out all your personal info. We don't need to see any of that stuff. Yeah. We just need to see literally just the numbers. And then that would be good.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thanks, Sam. Bye. All right. Let's call one last person. And then I'm going to hop on our implementation call for titanium. But let's see what Miss Judy, what she wants for a property.
Hello.
Hey, it's Judy.
Yes.
Miss Judy, good morning. This is Caesar. We were texting each other earlier about your property.
Yes.
Yes, all right. So it looks like you're still looking to sell this one since you called me.
It's a possibility, yes.
Got it. Okay. When you say it's a possibility, I mean, are you guys looking to sell? What's the situation there?
Yes, I'm going to either put it on the market or sell it. It just depends upon what the price is.
Got it. Okay. Well, how much are you looking to get for it?
How much are you willing to get for it?
Well, usually, Miss Judy, when I go to a car dealership, there's usually a sticker price on the window, and I decide whether I want to buy the car or not. You know what I mean? Just like if you were to put this on the market, I'm sure you're going to put a sticker price on it.
I am. And the sticker price would be $259.
$259. All right. We got that. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
What do you mean? What have I got going on?
Anything and everything you can tell me. I mean, anything about the property, what got you looking to sell? Do you have bad neighbors? I mean, you know, if I'm going to write a check for $250,000, I'd like to know what I'm buying.
I have a 1932 English Tudor home, Palestine, Texas. Palestine is known for their antebellum older homes. It's in a quaint older neighborhood built in the 20s, 30s, 40s. The surrounding homes are equally as old. It is a good neighborhood. I bought it for $169 2 years ago. I put on a new roof. I've got $100,000 in it easy. Remodeled the bathroom. I have some original hardwood floors. It has the original house was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Someone somewhere along the way added a guest suite, which means there is a separate living room, bathroom, and bedroom that's separate from it's attached to the original house, but stands alone. In other words, it could be like a guest suite or a rentable apartment. You'd have to share the kitchen. It does have the original pantry with the original butler's pantry cabinetry. It's about 2,140 square feet. Through the years, there's been work done. However, great care has been taken to keep the original aesthetic of the 1932 English Tudor.
Got it. You just bought this 2 years ago, and sounds like you've done quite a bit of work in here. What got you looking to sell all of a sudden?
I got married.
Oh, congratulations! So you moving out of state or out of town, or?
I've moved in with my husband. He'll be selling his soon, but I'm going to sell mine first.
Got it.
He has animals. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That's one stuff.
Yeah, I would. So based on that, Judy, since you've put in a good amount of work on there, I would, as much as I love making deals, I would highly suggest to put it up on the market with a realtor instead of talking to investors. The reason being is right now, you actually have a neighbor, 907 East Niche Street, just sold for $190,000 on December 2. So just about a week or two ago.
Right.
And that one is 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Let's see. This one is a little bit smaller because it's 1,300 square feet, 0.37 acres. but it is 1992 build, not 1932. So with 189, you're at 259. Yours is about 1,000, just about 1,000 square foot larger. So I think you're right about the market price there. And so if I were to buy this property off of you, maybe spruce it up a little bit and then put it up on the market at that price point. So I definitely would not be your solution, because any offer I would make on this, it would have a 1 in front of it, just so that I can make a little bit of change, on the back end.
And I get that, I do. And I kind of knew, I had contacted one, he shot me a price of $64,000. I'm going, in your dreams.
64? No, that's a low baller.
Yeah, definitely low ball for sure. And I knew that if this is an investor situation, I knew that the price was going to be lower than what I'm actually going to get on the market. Right now, that area is not selling real fast. I'm wanting to sell so that we can move on and create our life together. So that's the biggest reason I was thinking about doing an investor, but I'm not willing to walk away from $100,000. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, and
I've got $275 in it.
Yeah.
I'm a professional agent. I've bought and sold homes like every 5 years, and each time I did, I would make about $100,000 on each home. So I know real estate. I know how to make a home sell. There's still a few things that need to be done to this house, just simply because I had to have foundations issues addressed, caused problems with, but that's an easy fix. So,
Yep, absolutely.
But I do appreciate your frankness, and I think you've kind of convinced me this is not the route for me to go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, I have a lot of competition and they really suck because they try to make other people sell their homes, where it's like, hey man, it's math. It's not magic. You know what I mean? And cause you've bought and sold houses before, and it just has to make sense. And there are times when the situation from the seller's side matches the numbers that I need it to be at, and for speed and convenience, if you're willing to take a haircut, then yeah, I can be your solution. But based on what you've done already and how well you know the market, I just think you'd be wasting your time talking to investors when you can just put it up on the market by yourself or with a realtor,
I totally agree. I appreciate your frankness, and you have a blessed day, Reaper.
You too. Have a good one. All right, guys, that was pretty quick, 8 minutes and 21 seconds. So as you can see, all you got to do is just ask questions, see if you're a solution. If you are, go for it. Put on your A game hat on and lock the deal. But if you're not, you're not. And there's no deal there. There's no reason for me to carry that, to extend that call any longer. So, yep. All right, guys, hopefully that was a good 2-hour session here. I know I didn't get any contracts, but the day just started. It's only 8 o'clock where I'm at, and I'm already fired up. So I'm only excited to see where the day takes me. So guys, smash that like button if you got any value out of this. If you're new and you just saw me and you got key ideas, subscribe. It would help your boy out. And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Power Hour Saturday. Let's go. All right, guys, have a good one.